So, match number 4. This hand needs a few things, but we do have a turn 2 Copter and a Eldrazi Displacer that we're going to be able to cast on 3. So hopefully by turn 4 we'll be able to find blue mana. And this hand is very keepable because of that. And we could be against the Temur Aetherworks Marvel. That would be my first guess. But we could be against the green-red electrostatic pummeler deck also. Still unclear. We don't really do anything different either way, but at least not with our line of play so far. I hope we're not against Aetherworks Marvel, because they just drop a Aetherworks Marvel, then there's not a whole lot we can do about it. And I love Servant of the Conduit. I think Servant of the Conduit's so good. Okay, we're definitely against Aetherworks Marvel. That's for sure. And I don't really want to play this Reflector Mage. I'd rather play this. I do want to make sure that I get to 6 mana, because I want to be able to play Drowner of Hope and Westvale Abbey. But I think I can get away with not having the Evolving Wilds. Kind of curious to see if my opponent decides to use something like Harness Lightning on my Eldrazi Displacer or not. What I really want is like a Panharmonicon. That would be the stuff. And what do I want to do? I guess I want to attack first. Would like to be able to find something to make it so I can use all my mana. So I've already played a land this turn. I think that I don't want to play the Reflector Mage. I just want to hold Stasis Snare. I'm at the point where my opponent could just easily slam a Aetherworks Marvel and put an Emrakul into play, so that's kind of a problem also. Probably have to play my Stasis Snare now. Otherwise my opponent has just too fast of a clock on me. And I'm basically hoping that I can dodge Emrakul for a turn. If I can dodge Emrakul for 2 turns, then I'll be able to play Drowner of Hope and then play Westvale, and then you have an opportunity to activate Westvale Abbey. That would be really good. No! Opponent's easily going to have enough energy to activate this twice. Obviously not in the same turn, but... Alright, I can handle that. Notably, my opponent doesn't have any attacks this turn, which is really nice for me too. Though he could just attack anyway. Whenever something dies, he gets energy for it, so that's kind of sweet. We can start by doing this. Not the Harness Lightning? So I think at this point I can just get rid of this Prairie Stream. And we'll do with this. And we might even, if we're lucky, be able to sacrifice everything except for the Drowner of Hope to flip our Abbey. That would be pretty cool. And that is not good enough. It's not an Emrakul. Opponent could just literally play a land in an Emrakul though, and that'd be kind of good. And that'll certainly work. Oh man, so annoying. If only I'd been a turn faster. So close to activating my Abbey. Just needed one more turn. And to be fair, my opponent needed another land drop, but his Servant of the Conduit was able to be that land drop. The Drowner of Hope makes it so that my opponent can't absolutely wreck my board. You can still do some pretty good work. He's probably going to use Reflector Mage on the Ishkana. That's what I would do. Probably cast Reflector Mage targeting Ishkana, and then activate or cast Pilgrim's Eye failed to find. Would both be really good things to do. What? That's opponent controls. I think my opponent just made a big mistake. I think my opponent thought that he could kill my own Copter. Rutrow. Now this is going to get messy for my opponent. You can still discard my Reflector Mage, which is pretty good. And this is another one of those situations where I technically have enough creatures, obviously I won't after this combat, but I technically have enough creatures where I could I could flip Abbey, but the Ishkana plus Emrakul means that my opponent can still overpower me. An Eldrazi Displacer would be quite nice. Wow, so lucky. That is nice. Would like a land drop, but that's just gonna have to wait. Let's see, I think I'm gonna want to blink the Emrakul. 4, 7, 8, 2 is 10. And yeah, so I'm just gonna attack with everything. Got to turn around. Should have actually killed the spider. Actually would have been better. Spider's a better trump blocker. I would like to avoid bouncing or blinking the Ishkana. And I'd kind of like to avoid bouncing the Emrakul, but I will certainly blink it. Well, Eldrazi Displacer is really good. And I think my opponent's just dead on board, right? Certainly looks that way. 3, 6, 12. So I just need to play a creature. And my opponent's dead. Ooh, I can do more damage. Why not? I'm actually missing 2 damage, but that's fine. So the one trick here is I want to deal the 3 damage to Emrakul. I don't actually want to kill the Serpent Conduit because my opponent has 5 energy and an untapped Aetherworks. And you can see my opponent was waiting for just that to see if I would kill the Servant of the Conduit with my Skysovereign. I did not, so he conceded. So I think Negate's great. I think Summary Dismissal's great. I think Spell Shrivel's great. I think Thought-Knot Seer is great. And I think Fragmentize is actually good too. So the cards that I don't need are... I don't think I really need or want Reflector Mage. I don't think I really need or want Glint-Nest Crane. It's going to be pretty annoying to play these expensive cards with like all these counter spells. But I'm pretty sure these are just all the cards I want in the matchup. So, and I don't actually think, I mean, momentum matters in this, but it's not like being in a situation where you need to curve out against an aggro deck. So, I do kind of want to see Panharmonicon as often as possible. Maybe I just don't actually need the Drowners or the Skysovereigns. Just win with all the small stuff. Is that unreasonable? I think I can kind of just shut my opponent down. And the Panharmonicon Cloudblazer is going to be enough to win the game. So we'll play like this, see how it goes. It might be that without my top end, I'm just, like, I don't build up to anything. But I think just Panharmonicon and just my random stuff will be enough. And my opponent can't really do anything with the way that I'm set up. So, I guess I'll play this on one. So, and even though I'm on the draw, I could potentially Spell Shrivel a key card. That would be sweet. Wow, so lucky. Another one? Jeez. And this will perfectly mask the Spell Shrivel that I have in hand. Really, really nice. Opponent has perfect mana. I guess I can't attack. And I think I do want to keep my Spell Shrivel mana up. Not in like a huge rush. I'd rather cast my Panharmonicon after I get like a good Spell Shrivel, and I may be able to just, you know, crack these clues, bide my time, draw some cards, you know, and never have to take the Spell Shrivel down. The fact that I have this Summary Dismissal is also pretty sweet. All that said, my opponent has counterspells of his own that I have to watch out for. One thing that's a little interesting too is, I mean, at 4 mana I have the option to cast Thought-Knot Seer or Panharmonicon. And it's a little interesting to ask yourself if you want to play the Thought-Knot Seer first to bait out counter magic for the Panharmonicon, or if you want to play the Panharmonicon first to try to get extra value off the Thought-Knot Seer. I might have forgotten to crack a clue. Just maybe. Oh, that's a problem. That'll probably kill me, right? I think that'll kill me if I don't do anything about it. I also have to start getting worried about this Spell Shrivel not actually doing anything. Now, I wonder what I should do. This seems like a crazy attack. What in the world? So, yeah, what is going on here? I wish I had another mana. If I had another mana, that'd be really cool. I think I should play the Thought-Knot Seer, though. I have to worry about my opponent playing his thing with counter magic available, which he has. 3, 6. Opponent will be able to cast Emrakul. Wait, can he? So he's got sorcery, enchantment, land, planeswalker, instant. That's 5 types 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So technically my opponent needs to hit a land drop in order to cast Emrakul. So the Aetherworks Marvel is guaranteed to be played. I think I want to get rid of the Aetherworks Marvel. If I can dodge a land drop, this game is very winnable. All right, we've got ourselves a game, boys and girls. And I think I'm just going to fire off. I think I'll wait for another land drop before I cast the Harmonicon. Here's Emrakul. And we will say no to all that. And now that we're here, we can Harmonicon it up. While still keeping Stasis Snare and Spell Shrivel up. So even if our opponent has another Emrakul, which apparently he does, we're going to be okay. So I think I would rather let this resolve. No, I guess I'll just counter it. And our opponent's not going to be able to do anything too bad to us. Can cast our Stasis Snare and counter it. It's kind of reasonable, I guess. Probably wants to just let the Stasis Snare resolve and then cast the Copter and negate it. That's probably the best move. Alright, well, at least we got this match.